York Ice Rink. It's the last game of the season. Millersville and Muhlenberg, a scoreless tie going into the second period of play. 35 seconds remain on Bobby Snyder's minor penalty for charging. The one thing that you can notice out of the first period is Millersville is playing great team defense, and they're going to need it in this second period for sure.
They are. They're going to need to help out Brian DeMarco as much as they possibly can, and that team staggered defense, more of a collapsing defense on this penalty kill is exactly what the doctor ordered.
Brian DeMarco stopping that puck side of the net with 24 seconds left. Shots 10-9 in favor of Muhlenberg coming out of the period, so it's an evenly played period, even though in the beginning, I believe Muhlenberg took a 5-0 shot advantage. Puck is iced, but Miller, side of the net, the shot, a stop by McWilliams. Evan Miller showing that speed and showing just how good he is on the offensive side of the puck.
So graceful down to the other end.
I was going to use that word.
He was unmatched going down behind the netminder for Muhlenberg and puts a great backhanded shot, shorthanded on the goal, and what a great shot.
McKinney to Milanesi, and the shot took the stick out of Nielsen's hands. It was quite a blast, but back comes Muhlenberg once again. It's Milanesi cutting the middle, fire stopped by Brian DeMarco, and he has it sealed up. The penalty is over.
Good moves by DeMarco there. He read the shooter. What a great shot there from Muhlenberg. He read the shooter, kind of moved with him, moved with the puck, and really made a great shot to cut off that from the angle. Good moves by DeMarco, good moves by the penalty killers for Millersville. Just a minute in, but already Muhlenberg seems to have the upper hand because of the start of the period with the power play.
Puck is too far for Bolin to handle, so a backhand shot is blocked, and Bolin will take it ahead. Back pass, there's Hench, and back in it'll go. So they're committed to just playing the forecheck. Hench forces the play to the near side. Giuliano got it going to Hench, back to Laughlin. Winds, fires, looking for the tip, and went just wide. Giuliano will keep that puck alive. Bolin went in the far side corner. Side, there's Zach Giuliano, stopped by McWilliams. The rebound is cleared out to center.
And Jordan,
good offensive chances.
That's right. We talked about this before, Jordan. How much of a playmaker and an X factor that Zach Giuliano is. He plays great on the D line, great with his body and his stick. But right there, he jumped into the rush and had a great one-timer shot. And what a hit there by Mike Moffitt for Muhlenberg, just laying out.
Interference?
Maybe, but if he called it, it would have been an iffy call. I think that's a good no call in that situation.
But back in comes Laughlin unimpeded. His centering pass off the stick of Zach Giuliano. Schultz had it go too far from him. Near side battle, picked up. The outlet pass is a good one and charging right ahead. On the right side is number 23, Matt Connor. Had it picked off, and Millersville will take over at their own line. The alternate captain, Chris Collins. Close, I believe he's near where I'm from. I'll check that in a second. I do believe he's kind of a local connection. Centering pass by Schultz for Dara, and that was picked off. Back comes Muhlenberg. Into the middle. The look on back to the point. Left side shot is blocked by their own man, still hiding in the slot. Backhand chance, great blocker save made by Brian DeMarco right there, stoning Horenbein.
What a blocker. Pat saved him to DeMarco. It's almost like he knows where the puck is going to be before it happens. Got that blocker up just in the nick of time for a great save.
Now the pass towards the point, great save. DeMarco rebound, still battled there in the slot, and it's picked up and started the other way. Here come the Marauders, 3-on-3. It's Josh Schultz on the right. And Schultz will get it deeper into Muhlenberg's end, but it's cleared out to center ice. Back comes Collins on the left. Collins holding towards the middle, fires, he scores! Chris Collins makes it 1-0 in favor of the Millersville Marauders.
And you can put that goal on Josh Schultz right there. Schultz brings the puck in, gets it deep, and which causes a turnover at neutral ice once Muhlenberg tries to move it out. The turnover caused by Chris Collins takes it into the end, goes right to the slot and does business, doesn't waste any time with pretty moves. He puts it in the twine. What a great play by Chris Collins, the alternate captain, doing the job for Millersville and doing it right.
Totally fooled McWilliams on the blocker side, and Chris Collins, the defenseman. What a shot right there by Chris Collins.
That was impressive, Jordan. That was an impressive shot, especially from a defenseman.
An unassisted goal by Chris Collins. I was right. He's from Schwenksville, and that's about 15 minutes from my house. Must say, I got to put that in there. But I digress. It's Millersville to the 1-0 lead. That's Chris Collins' 5th of the season. The sophomore is making his presence known on this Millersville team. A fortunate bounce. Bobby Snyder looking to win this battle and almost trickled through the legs of McWilliams, and it was forced wide. So almost another goal, but we have a penalty. I'm not sure who this is on. It looks like Millersville will be going to the box. It's Joe Vendetti. A roughing call. But once again, Millersville almost getting an interesting goal side of the net.
That's right.
But now Muhlenberg gets a power
I got to tell you, Jordan, I didn't really see the call on Vendetti for roughing. Usually when it's a roughing call, it's kind of obvious, but I didn't see any roughing going on. I think it was around the goal for Muhlenberg, but nothing I say is going to change the call, Jordan. So a shorthanded opportunity for Millersville.
Milanesi on the hash marks. He'll bank it on back, top of the point. Nielsen almost cut that off. Milanesi still holds in the hash marks. Jukes and jives, got it on back to the point. Top point, back there's Milanesi off his stick, and he'll have to control once again. Got it on back to the point, the shot through the legs, tip is blocked, turnaround shot goes just wide. And Millersville will get the clear all the way down, it will go.
And Jordan, look who it is again, Sean Nielsen, Jordan, doing all the dirty work for Millersville. Really just almost a grinder, you would call him. I think he's more of a playmaker for myself. I think he's more of a playmaker type player, but he just does everything that you like to see from a solid hockey player.
McKinney almost got that shot away. Pass comes for Barons. Barons at the top of the circle. Got it back, top of the point. Fires, stopped by DeMarco. Right there at the top of his crease. Makes the stop and keeps the puck out.
And the good thing that Millersville did right there was they kept the lines of vision open for DeMarco. DeMarco saw the puck the whole way from D to D, was where the passing was, and he saw it all the whole time, which allowed him to make that shot right into the body, and he holds for a face-off.
Face-off, one back, shot saved, DeMarco once again. Another penalty kill stop right on top of his crease. You can see Brian DeMarco with Hawkeyes right there.
Jordan, I can say the same exact thing there. The lines of vision are open for DeMarco. He sees it all the way, and he puts it right in the chest.
Millers are winning this face-off. Collins rim around, that won't get out. But now a second try. That goes out to center, delayed offsides as Matt Frank could not keep that puck in. The clear whipped another stick out of the hands, creates an opportunity. It's Zach Giuliano on the left. Giuliano's got Bolin going to the net, drops the shoulder, wraps the side of the net. Bolin tries the other side, and that's blocked away with 35 seconds left on the Vendetti minor for roughing. Look at Zach Giuliano going to work on the penalty kill, keeping the puck in that end. A missed check by Laughlin starts an opportunity 2-on-1. The shot there, great save made by Brian DeMarco right there as he takes the chance away from Horenbein. There is Horenbein once again, side of the net deflected just wide. Bolin right there to make the nice stick lift, got it side of the net. Laughlin can't get that puck out, stick lift once again, near side corner with 5 seconds left on the penalty kill. Side of the net, there's a backhand chance, another stop by Brian DeMarco. Once again, with a penalty kill is over, and Giuliano can't get that puck out. Side of the net, Horenbein can't get the shot away, came on back to the point. Left point shot blocked in front, and now a chance for Giuliano on a break. There he goes on the right side. And Giuliano's pass in the middle, there's Bolin, and he's stopped by McWilliams, and he'll hold on to that.
Great opportunity there for Millersville. Jordan, Zach Giuliano again showing his two-way ability. Garth Bolin steps into the lane to fill it for a nice one-timer shot, but just not enough. You know, Connor McWilliams held his ground, kept the angles, you know, to a minimum for Millersville, and did what he needed to do to keep this at a 1-goal deficit.
And now Muhlenberg has to recoil from, it looks like the momentum has shifted into Millersville's favor.
Absolutely, Jordan. After a great penalty kill, not many shots for Muhlenberg. That'll kill momentum for any team.
I think what broke that breakaway chance up was that Giuliano could not handle that pack. But back in comes Nielsen. He fires, and a blocker save by McWilliams. Almost too many men. Carpenter had to let that puck go, but it was the missed whack of the stick to get that puck loose on the near side boards that kept Giuliano from breaking all the way away. But now it's Sean Nielsen, 1-0 in favor of Millersville with 13 minutes left in the second period. The sophomore defenseman out of Schwenksville, Pennsylvania, Chris Collins with his 5th of the season. Carpenter dangles his way in. Carpenter centered in front, and he was looking for Snyder, who was parked in front of the net in front of McWilliams. The rim around now will be clear to center. Gaten Giuliano can't get that puck entirely, and now a chance 2-on-1 potentially. Miller's right there to break it up, and Gaten Giuliano sits the opportunity right away, but back in comes Pete Scodeline on the right side. Scodeline drags the puck, and his backhand pass is picked up. And now potentially a 2-on-0, but there's Mike Carpenter right back, and there's Nielsen. Nielsen drops the shoulder, and his backhand chance is blocked. But that's a worrisome thing to see. It was almost a 2-on-0 opportunity, but back checking right there was Evan Miller. Now it's Nielsen, side of the net. Carpenter saving a rebound for Miller. It's stopped by McWilliams. A huge stop right there, and it's cleared out to center.
And Jordan, the Millersville's, it doesn't seem like, but Millersville's actually backed off on the forecheck to a 2-1-2, but they're still getting great opportunities because they're keeping that puck deep. And it's almost like the perfect formula for success is really keeping that puck deep and allowing yourself to have multiple scoring chances at a time, and that's really what they're keying on right now.
Dara almost got himself a goal on the turnover. Crothers missed that puck. Back comes Muhlenberg. It's Rich Nolan. Pass in the middle. There's McKinney. Winds and fires, and it went just wide. Holding is Milanesi. He'll get it deeper. Back behind his own net, it's Chris Collins. He'll rim it up the boards. Dara couldn't get that puck free. In the slot, there's Nolan, the shot, a blocker save made by Brian Amarco. He has been tremendous in this game so far. Millersville holds the lead. Near side corner, they got to keep the puck out of their own net. It's Reinhardt taking some shots. Muhlenberg fans ain't happy about that one, but they will get the penalty. Reinhardt was taking too many liberties in that corner.
Reinhardt took way too many cross checks there. You know, the first two he got away with, and you heard it from the Muhlenberg fans here. A couple really deep cross checks there from Chris Reinhardt, and that'll get him to the penalty box. Something you don't like to see from Reinhardt. He was really going away at the Muhlenberg player down in the corner, and he earned those 2 minutes, Jordan.
1-0. 17-15 are your shots. That's in favor of Millersville. But now the power play, their third opportunity for the Muhlenberg Mules, who are in the reds, Millersville in the black and gold. It's Chris Collins who has the penalty. It looks like two men are going in the box for Millersville. That may be a double minor. We'll see. The one penalty is up. Not exactly sure. I wish they would announce these things, but the only 2 minutes that are up are Chris Reinhardt's are for either roughing or cross-checking. Didn't quite get it right away. He was cross-checking, hacking, and whacking right away. The only penalty is up is Reinhardt's, and we have another penalty coming up. Mike Laughlin taking some liberties in front, and it'll be a 5-on-3.
And Jordan, this is what kills the momentum for Millersville is just untimely penalties, just penalties that are caused from too much aggression and just playing a little bit too hard, Jordan, and especially around the net area, right in front of the refs. It's just not what Millersville needs to keep that momentum and keep the lead here, as they're going to be on a 5-on-3. Tense
moments for sure as Laughlin goes to the box. Two forwards out for the Millersville penalty kill. It's Evan Miller, Mike Carpenter, and Chris Collins. So it's almost a full 2 minutes, but Evan Miller with the right play right there to clear it all the way down. That'll clear some time off that two-man advantage. Miller once again stealing the puck, will lay it back, play three corners with it, and the Marauders doing some pretty good work here on the penalty kill to start. So a minute 31 of 5-on-3 time. That's picked up by Matt Connor. Connor drops it side of the net, deflected by Milanesi, and just wide. They have the man in the slot. There's the pass to him, a shot blocked in front. Came on back to the point. Left side, shot there. They hit the post. That did not go in. It hit the post and came right back out. Left point though, high slot. Pass in front into the middle. Another shot goes wide. It's Behrens, left point. Behrens, winds, fires, saved DeMarco, rebound, and Carpenter will lift it down the rest of the way.
And great penalty killing from Millersville, Jordan. There's really not much you can do in a 5-on-3. You know, the three guys are basically helpless, and they're just doing what they can.
Milanesi's shot on a 2-on-1 was blocked by Chris Collins, and the puck is cleared again. Millersville may just get out of this one alive. The pass was blocked by Nielsen, picked up by Rich Nolan. His back pass is to Milanesi. Got it on back to the point, it's McKinney. Holds, there's Milanesi. Winds, fires, save. DeMarco, rebound, hit the goalpost. They still scrum at it, side of the net. Milanesi has it now. Milanesi, back to McKinney. There he is, top of the point. Got it side to Rich Nolan. Side of the net, there's Milanesi. It went through him. 15 seconds left on the 5-on-3. Bolin able to get that puck on the near side. McKinney, back to Milanesi. He's got Rich Nolan in front. Got it there to McKinney. Back to Milanesi. Side of the net. There it is. The pass is blocked, and Brian DeMarco will keep that puck out, and it'll be cleared. The 5-on-3 is over, and in 5 seconds, the penalty is completely over. Both penalties are over, and Millersville survives a 5-on-3 penalty kill. You got to think that momentum is on their side right now. That puck is iced, but a 5-on-3 against a tremendous Muhlenberg offense. And the 5-on-3 is over.
And that's right, Jordan. And that, I can't tell you, Jordan, describe it in words how big that is for Millersville. Muhlenberg with a 5-on-3 is basically your worst nightmare in the GNCHC West. So surviving that was like surviving a hurricane, Jordan. Great work from Millersville. And Millersville was looking for a penalty call. It looks like Muhlenberg is as well. I'm not really sure what the penalty would be, but that's why we're not on the ice, Jordan.
It's hard to discern what happens on the ice sometimes, gotta say. Especially since they don't announce it. Sometimes we're left in the dark.
That's right.
But Brian DeMarco, if there's one player I've seen in this game that has been on top of his crease, making the stops, it's him. And he's playing his biggest game of his career right now. There's a pass that's picked off in the high slot. And there's a nice hit to finish him off as Joe Vendetti getting physical.
And that's the kind of hit Millersville wants. You know, a nice clean hit there from Joe Vendetti. Nothing dirty, nothing stupid, just...
There's the pass in front, a delayed penalty once again to Millersville. A high sticking penalty is coming up. Man down in the corner, Matt Connor. And he's feeling it right now.
I think that penalty is going to be on Brian DeMarco, Jordan, for a high stick. He went to clear the puck and got him right in the face.
Almost an incidental call. It's sad to see it go that way, but Millersville will go shorthanded once again. But the penalty kill's been wonderful. It's been one thing that has been a good thing for this game. Well, we'll take a break right now. We'll be right back with the second half of this second period. Back with the second half of this second period. This presentation of Millersville Marauders Hockey on MUTV 99. It's brought to you by the National Broadcasting Society, the future of electronic media since 1943, as well by Cartridge World, the world's leader in ink and toner refill in Lancaster. So we're well sponsored here on MUTV 99. It's Jordan Coons and Mason Perricone here on MUTV 99. It's the last game of the season between Millersville's season. Don't have to repeat myself, but I will. Win and they're in, lose and they're out. A monumentally important game. Millersville holds the lead 1-0 on a goal by the defenseman Chris Collins. We're in the midst of an injury report, and I believe Brian DeMarco will get a penalty for high sticking. Millersville had come off a 5-on-3 penalty kill, killed them both. It was almost an entire 2 minutes. But now the high sticking minor will be assessed, and Muhlenberg will go back to the power play. But Mason, what's been going on in this game that's caught your eye?
Well, what's been going on is the fact that Muhlenberg has not scored. And, they scored 140 goals through 20 games today, Jordan. I mean, it's incredible. Just the amount of goals they can score is unreal. And the way they put the puck in the net is amazing. And to be halfway through the second period, halfway through the game, Jordan, and not have a tally at all, especially with 2 power plays, and one of them, this is their third power play actually, one of the 3 being a 5-on-3 for over a minute and a half. It's unbelievable, Jordan. And I don't know whether to acquaint it to Millersville's penalty kill, which has been good, or just the fact that Muhlenberg really just hasn't gotten any quality chances.
Can't call it really much of a defensive struggle. As back comes Mike Carpenter. He's got Evan Miller with him on the shorthanded rush. Joining his Giuliano, as the shot by Carpenter went just wide. But you can't call it a defensive struggle, even though it's 1-0. Shots are almost 20 apiece. It's 18-17 in favor of the Marauders. It's McKinney on the left side. McKinney looking to juke and jive his way. Centered one in front, and it's Mike Carpenter able to clear that puck out. Power play still on for a minute 20. Penalty is assessed to Mike Laughlin. The Marauders will clear. It's Carpenter with it. Carpenter jukes around one, can't get around the other. And now it's McKinney. He can't get his way through Evan Miller, who wastes time and will clear the puck all the way down. Minute 5 is left on the minor to Mike Laughlin as Muhlenberg starts it up on the left. Cleared in to Millersville's end of the ice. Gaetano Victor, as they call him, back side of the net. As they jam for it, may have been a boarding call missed right there, but behind the net it's Milanessi. He's challenged by Chris Collins, who clears the puck that won't get out. And as I just realized now, there's 2 number 19s. The pass in the middle is blocked, and Giuliano will clear it all the way down. So confused me a little more. There's 2 number 19s on this team, so excuse me if I say one name twice. Giuliano will clear that puck down into Muhlenberg's end as we have a stoppage of play. Could be an offsides. But there's only 22 seconds left on the minor to Mike Laughlin, and the Marauders are coming out unscathed on the penalty kill.
That's right, and Muhlenberg's really only gotten one quality chance. You know, when Busa brought that puck down into right behind the net of Brian DeMarco and put it out in front, that was really their only scoring opportunity. I don't even think a shot was recorded. So they still haven't recorded a shot over a minute and a half into the penalty kill.
A breakout chance into the middle, and then Brian DeMarco on his hands and knees makes the stop as he took that away from Alex Busa, who was going to the net. And Millersville, once again, Brian DeMarco, the senior netminder out of Westchester, has been spectacular in this game. That's just adding to it right
He really has. I mean, we haven't seen a game yet this year where Brian really hasn't been great. I mean, sometimes his defense in front of him just isn't up to par, but Brian usually really comes out to play every night. You know, he's a skinny guy in person, but behind those pads, he looks like a giant.
He's more of a pressure player. If I remember last season in the playoff game against Scranton, he played a marvelous game and only let in 2 goals. But now a 3-on-2 opportunity. It's Zach Giuliano with Bolin and Snyder. The pass goes all the way through. Picked up by Bobby Snyder. They call him Chet. I believe it was because of a country music singer. I'm not sure which one. You would probably know that more than I would. But
Chet doesn't really ring a bell, but I can look into that for you.
It's Bobby Snyder again in center. Gets hauled down, and that is a penalty. A holding minor is coming up, and it will be assessed to Bobby Snyder. It looked like it could have gone the other way, but Snyder will get the call.
Looks like an interference call, Jordan, and I think it's because Bobby Snyder had his hand around the head of the Muhlenberg player. I couldn't catch who it was because he was down on the ice. But I mean, again, Bobby Snyder just being a little bit too aggressive, and it's not paying off for him.
So the 2 minutes up on the board for Bobby Snyder. Millersville back to the penalty kill, but if you want to drag a positive out of this, Muhlenberg's power play has been inefficient, and Millersville's penalty kill has been just the opposite.
That's right.
So McWilliams behind his net will set it up for the first number 19. I know there's 2 of them on here, but we're just going to go with William Behrens because that's the only one that I saw. Mike Carpenter cuts that puck and that pass, the outlet one, off, and Muhlenberg is just forced to start from their own. It seems like that's happened a lot in this game. Back in comes Behrens. Behrens pass. There's McKinney. It's cut off. McKinney got it on back to the point. Shot from the top of the point wide. Rebound behind the net. Centered in front by Rich Nolan. Blocked. There's Milanessi. Challenged by Collins, who's played a physical game and quite a good one. There's the shifty McKinney. His shot blocked by Collins. Still loose in the slot. Collins can't clear. It's Milanessi again. He's got Rich creeping in. There's McKinney at the top of the circle. McKinney got it back to the point. It's Frank giving it across to Behrens. Behrens back in front. Brian DeMarco, a nice save at the top of the crease. 55 seconds left on the penalty kill. 2 men posted in the slot. Now they back off. Pass crossed the seam. Got it to Behrens. Behrens gets to the top of the circle. Has a man rotating in front. Laughlin there to cut the pass off. Behrens top of the left point. He'll keep it going. There's McKinney. He'll drive in behind the net. Collins is right there to take him off the puck. And Mike Carpenter once again with the loft. He's raining pucks all the way down the ice.
And And right there, Muhlenberg had over a minute of consistent, time in the offensive zone. Here's a turnover for Scudderlane.
Pass puck in front. Oh, and what a save by McWilliams as Pete Scudderlane set up Zach Giuliano, and Scudderlane will dump it back in, but finish your thought. That was quite a save by McWilliams.
And Muhlenberg had over a minute of offensive zone time there, holding the puck in the offensive zone from Millersville. But the thing is, DeMarco makes good saves, and they don't really get consistent shots. They're not really crashing the net. They have more of an umbrella style power play. They have more shooters than they do guys rushing the net for rebounds. As we get an offsides on Muhlenberg right here, but Millersville is really just trying to limit the opportunities to one at a time. And as we said pregame, that's the key. When Muhlenberg gets a shot and then a couple rebound chances, the puck's going to go in. That's one of the easiest ways to score on a power play. But when they just get a quick wrist shot and the puck's cleared or kind of cleared out to the blue line, it kind of disrupts their offensive flow.
Hard to believe this is a 1-0 tilt, but it remains that way. Chris Collins with the only goal. Pass cross seam gets to Giuliano. For Crothers and Schultz battling behind the net. Schultz catches up to this. Had a hat trick against Franklin and Marshall in their last game. Schultz gets mashed on the near side corner. Picked up by Crothers looking to center. Schultz gets it back on this fourth line shift. Crothers able to get that puck free. And Muhlenberg able to get it out to center ice, but Nielsen on the steal makes a move around one. Pass is offsides. It seems like now the flow of play is just becoming segmented.
It is. It's a little more stagnant right now, Jordan. And Crothers, great play there in the near side boards to kind of keep that puck moving. He should know what's going on here, seeing that he's a native of York, Pennsylvania, played right here. His Little League hockey played right here on this very ice, so should be familiar with what's going on.
Off the face-off. Picked up by Collins and thrown into Muhlenberg's end. No icing on this. Mike Grasson on this forecheck. Forces the play to Snyder. Snyder banked it on back to the point. Laughlin with a nice backhand pass looking for Collins. Could have been dangerous. And now Muhlenberg unable to get into the zone. It's only 1-0 in this game. And the man who has the puck right now, Chris Collins, is the only goal scorer with 2:24 left to play in the second period. Millersville wins. They're in the playoffs. Millersville loses. They're out of it. If the game stays this way, playoff ho in Rutgers at ProTech Ice is. Now we have a man down, and was that an offside?
I believe it was an offside, Jordan. I thought it was going to be a penalty there on Vendetti, but from the hit with the hip from behind. But I guess the officials, the refs didn't see it that way. The face-off will come outside the Muhlenberg offensive zone from the offsides.
If you were picking 3 stars in this game, who would be your first star right now?
Well, my first star right now would probably be Chris Collins, just because he scored the goal. My second star would have to be DeMarco with, right now 20 saves, not even through the second period. And my third star, I'd have to be Sean Nielsen, just because of the way he plays two-way hockey so well, probably one of the best we've seen in our games together. Just the way he plays defense and offense and how they flow together and one transitions to the other. I mean, he deserves a third star almost every night.
Now comes Kyle Hench with a shot, stopped by McWilliams. And it was hit with a high stick as Giuliano fires, and we have a man who is slashed down. It's Kyle Hench who's writhing around on the ice surface. It may have been a Muhlenberg player that just whacked him down, as now we have words exchanged in the high slot in Millersville's end of the ice. But Hench is down, finally getting to his skates. That one had to hurt, as now this one's getting chippy.
And it's getting really chippy, and the Muhlenberg had an issue with the puck being shot after the whistle was blown. And then it looks like a Millersville player was chopped down after the play. Jordan, I didn't exactly see who it was, but the penalty is going to be up against Muhlenberg. I think the initial penalty was for the puck was played from a high stick in front of the goal. And I think that's the initial penalty, but anything after that we're oblivious to at this point.
The only penalty that's up on the board is Mike Moffitt's. And he looks to be going to the box. No Marauder players are going to the box. Millersville may have taken their timeout, as all of them are huddled around the bench area. Coach Scott Edwards giving them the business here, as they'll be going to the power play. The face-off to the left of McWilliams, who's sports number 1. The top line is out. Zach Giuliano will take the shift with Carpenter, Evan Miller, Chris Collins, and Sean Nielsen. But Muhlenberg able to take this face-off and get it to center. Coming ahead is Rich Nolan, and he'll loft it into Millersville's net. As the time is ticking off this Millersville power play, and they'll just play keep away for the time being. Milanesi on the near side. Got it on back, and they'll clear it all the way down. Goes wide of Brian DeMarco, 1-0, as Chris Collins' unassisted goal is the only one in this game to this point. Outlet pass, there is Sean Nielsen once again. Nielsen sidesteps a man, got it side of the net. It'll be cleared by Muhlenberg and down the ice in the last minute of the second.
And Millersville's really hasn't gotten any quality chances, anything flowing into the offensive zone right now. So we'll see if they can do that and get a scoring chance established.
Miller will throw it around with a minute left on this power play. Carpenter at the hash marks, looking for somebody. Look to get it back to Collins, whiffed on the pass. Carpenter gets it down low, get a return pass from Giuliano. Now it is Collins to Nielsen. Nielsen shot blocked by Milanesi. The saucer pass to the right point. Collins winds, fires wide. Nielsen's got to hurry to get to this puck. Milanesi able to take that puck away, rim it off the boards, and Nielsen got a piece of that, but it'll be cleared to center in the last 10 seconds. Pass to Giuliano, off his skate. Nielsen unable to keep that puck in. The time will just tick off with 3 seconds and 2. Carpenter may get one last shot away. He does. It's blocked, and the period comes to an end. Giuliano shot the puck at McWilliams, and he'll get a shot up high for that. And we get some greetings, some spring greetings in the near side, and we'll head to the intermission as this game's about to get interesting in the third
And Jordan,
period.
I think that it's getting a little bit too interesting. You know, Zach Giuliano really shouldn't have gone over and shot that puck, into the goal. But the retaliation from Muhlenberg really, wasn't needed, and it should be a penalty, but it probably won't be. Just a little chippiness after the play. But we'll see how this folds out in the third. 21 seconds left. On the Mike Moffitt penalty for Muhlenberg. We'll see if Millersville can capitalize and see if they can put this game away for a playoff spot.
Shots 21-19 in favor of Muhlenberg, but on the scoreboard it's 1-0. Chris Collins with the only goal. Looks like Giuliano will get a penalty, and that will take away the power play. But we'll be back with the third period right after this.